This is my teacher evaluation article critique on an article titled High Stakes Teacher Evaluation Policy, U.S. Principles, Perspectives, and Variations in Practice by Mary Lynn Darrington and John W. Campbell, authored in 2018. New teacher evaluation models can pose issues for the implementation at a local level. Many of these issues arise due in part to building leader and evaluator perception. Changes initially to the teacher evaluation program were made as a result of the 2011 Race to the Top grant program. New evaluation protocols and policies were designed in many states across the country. This particular study sought to better understand and investigate school principal perceptions as these changes emerged. The question was twofold. How did building leaders adjust their perception over a 5-year period of implementation, and what impact did their evolving views have on their implementation of evaluation practices? Darrington and Campbell evaluated the responses of 11 interview questions posed to building leaders. In this article, only the responses to 2 questions were examined in detail. The focus was benefit and concern with the new evaluation system. Responses were coded, organized, and common themes were found among the responses. Eventually, the data Darrington and Campbell gathered 4 themes found to represent the principal's behaviors and perceptions. The 4 themes were time-intensive protocols, rubric-based instructional guidance, variations in observation protocol, and suspect teacher ratings. Time-intensive protocols were viewed as a significant challenge for building leaders. The quick change in expectation was viewed as cumbersome, as previously teachers were only required to be evaluated every 5 years. As this time went on over the course of the research, building leaders reported better time management skills and less time-intense work on evaluations. Researchers found that the principals reported initial hesitance but eventual benefit to a rubric-based system. The leaders reported adaptations and modifications to fit specific needs were made along the way. Also, Darrington and Campbell recognized the theme of evaluator variation. This concern arose from the highly subjective nature of evaluation protocols. However, principals described the value of the rubric as a guiding tool, according to the article, but simultaneously showed value and concern for evaluator variability between schools and districts. The article reported a consensus among principals interviewed that they were confused as to how state performance data and evaluation of teachers matched up. Multiple data points indicated that building leaders feel strongly that a rubric-based evaluation system and the use of student test scores do not accurately reflect their instructional staff. The overall impact of the study gave insight into the perception that building leaders have of new teacher evaluation models and how they adjust their implementation to better support their teachers. Darrington and Campbell offer extensive bodies of research to lay a foundation for this study. First, they reference research on the implementation factors that an organization or group would encounter with new policies. This proved to be a solid rationale for the context of education. Additionally, the research they provide indicates the impact of leadership qualities on that principals possess on the implementation of the evaluation models. Darrington and Campbell provide a multitude of studies within the article to support their findings, making the research credible. They include pertinent and relevant commentary, research, and references. Information presented in this article is not repetitive. As a result, the article is successful in presenting the information to the readers. In addition, the authors present their findings with clarity. There are no ambiguous findings or observations. The article by Darrington and Campbell appears unbiased, and perspectives from the view of both benefit and concern for teacher evaluation models were equally addressed. The same views expressed in the article are those of my current instructional and building leadership staff. There will always be variation in the interpretation of evaluation models from district to district and even from school to school within the same district. Similar to the discussion in the article, the building leaders in my district support some elements of the model, they deviate in some other areas, and support teacher evaluations through their own interpretation of the evaluation model. This article gave me reassurances that evaluators, for the most part, utilize this tool to the advantage of the teacher, but they recognize that this has limitations. The political mandates regarding teacher evaluation and accountability continue to be an area that I would like to work more frequently with. This article did provide an even closer look at the perspective of building leaders who are balancing intricacies of teacher evaluation models with the implications of political mandates. This different lens was helpful to me in empathizing with the job of the evaluator. In addition, this research supports the need for extensive training and professional development in the specific elements of the model, implementation of evaluation, and the instructional components both for leaders and teachers. Lastly, it seems to be common practice to adjust evaluation procedures depending on your context, so the article reinforced my current practice with this both research and anecdotal evidence.